Oh Lord, hear me.
Hey,
Lord, please send her to me.
it's coming, it's coming, it's coming.
Lord, please send her to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time around, the revolution will not be televised.
Cross my heart that I
As we proceed to give you what you need. Oh, nine, brother. Get it live, brother. Ladies and gentlemen of the court. And the hearing against State of Hip Hop versus Electronic. I present Exhibit C. When I was sleeping on the train, sleeping on Mesero Lab out in the rain, without even a single slice of pizza to my name. Too proud to beg for change, mastering the pain. When New York niggas was calling Southern rap.
Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Buy this car to drive to work to work.
Welcome to YellBro Road. I am Jordan, and today we're going to go over a story where 20 people were killed in a double tap strike by Israel at a fucking hospital. Also, you see there 5 journalists killed. And then we're going to hear some of the responses from the quote-unquote official leaders. But first, don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Check them out, read them, share them, then donate. All of it is very much appreciated. Also, check out the Discord if you want to join that. All point of views welcome. All right. As you can see here, this is from the Financial Times. Israel's killed at least 20 people, including several journalists, in a double strike on Nasser Medical Complex, the largest health facility in southern Gaza, according to the health ministry in the Palestinian enclave. And there you see there 5 journalists, I guess, confirmed killed. Yeah. So here's the craziest part of this. Not only do you strike a hospital, but you do this thing that they call like a double tap, or what Financial Times is calling a double strike, where you're bombing a hospital, right? Which means you killed or injured people, right? So obviously a medical team rounds up. They're at a hospital anyways, but they go to the area where the strike was to go help whoever got hurt or killed or injured or whatever the fuck, right? They wait for those medical people to show up for help, and then they bomb them too. That's your double tap. And it's like blatantly criminal to do that. Fuck the laws, fuck international law, fuck all that shit. In your own like, sense of your heart and soul and mind, your morality. Is that ever okay? Bomb someone, wait for help to show up, meaning people who have the courage to show up and help, and then bomb them too. Is that ever okay? God. By the way, the U.S. has done that as well. There's blatant evidence of that. I'm sure they've done it in a whole bunch of different spots, but we have actual video footage evidence of them doing a double tap. Where they, ironically enough, they're shooting and killing journalists in Iraq. Someone shows up to help them, they shoot them too. Except this time it wasn't a medical crew. It was a dad with his 2 kids. That's who showed up to help these guys that are bleeding on the fucking side of the road. Then the gunner and the wherever they're like helicopter, wherever the fuck they're in, they double back. Maybe it was a drone, who knows? They double back and they shoot at the van trying to help people. By the way, no signs of Al Qaeda or the terrorists. No sign of them. We allow this shit to happen in our fucking world. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. One of the most, I mean, the war is bad enough. The genocide's bad enough. And let's be real. Iraq is basically a genocide too. Let's be honest. Fuck that relativity. Don't compare fucking war. Like, just look at the fucking thing. Like, fuck what word he put on. It's fucking horrible. It's bad. And only the devil fucking giggles while it's happening. And wannabes. Little punk boy fucking wannabes. Anyways. Let's continue here. So, here's the actual footage. Here you go. Once again, sorry. Viewer discretion is advised. If you can't handle, if you don't want to see, close your eyes, turn the video off, do whatever the fuck you gotta do. But this is just real. It's real life. So as you can see, the bomb already hit this hospital. These people are here to help try to find people underneath the rubble, see if they can save some lives, or tend to the wounded, and obviously return deceased bodies to their families. And with their efforts, of course, Israel circles back and does it again. Here we go. Once again, viewer discretion advised. I'll save you the sounds of that. And it's like you see shit like that where it's like, okay, that's a hospital, right? And there's a bunch of people there. That thing is moving so fast in the air, there is no reaction time at all. 0 reaction time. And for some reason, us humans have developed these things to shoot at each other. Meanwhile, guys like Netanyahu or Trump should have been stuffed in lockers a whole long fucking time ago. Let's be honest. I'm just being honest, right? They're two dweeby men, right? They're kind of little guys. They do what their main goal and their main job is to take advantage of other people. That's their so-called skill. We allow it to happen, obviously. Anyways, let's keep going. Here's a statement from the IDF. The IDF does not intentionally target civilians. Okay, bud. Here we go.
Earlier today, IDF troops carried out a strike in the area of Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis. We are aware of reports that harm was caused to civilians, including journalists. I would like to be clear from the start. The IDF does not intentionally target civilians.
I mean, if you're not intentionally targeting civilians, how are you this bad? Like, you should just every single one of you should walk away from warfare. Either you let some dummy do it, or you're a dummy yourself. If they're not doing it intentionally. But that'd be hard to believe, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Fuck my life, man. It's like a paper boy that rolls through your neighborhood, and every newspaper he throws goes through a fucking window. Are you going to believe him when he says, oh, well, I was aiming for the front step. I was aiming for the step. There's no way you'd believe him, right? Like, there's no way you're that bad. I mean, the amount of civilians killed. We saw the 83, 86% civilians killed in every, like, fucking strike or whatever the fuck. Like, let's be real. The number is probably much higher than that, actually. As soon as they actually find all the dead bodies that may be buried underneath rubble. Maybe they never find them because they're buried. Because, the guys that don't intentionally target civilians somehow for some reason, have to, like, cover up evidence, too. It's fucking crazy. Get to hide evidence, too. Fuck out of here. You could tell this guy fucking hates himself. He hates himself, bro. Hates his life, hates himself. And that's usually the fucking symptoms. Or the thing that's happening with these devil-worshipping dumb fucks. That's the thing that usually happens. Is that these guys fucking hate themselves, and at some point they fucking bury themselves. The guys that maintain an ounce of care about themselves live in pure torture. The ones that say, fuck it, I hate myself so much, I suffer some sort of trauma, I hate myself, I have to bury that shit to the fucking bottom of the depths of my internal. Those guys, the walking psychopaths. Yeah, we see what those guys are like. And don't worry, you're gonna see a couple of them too. Don't worry about that. All right, here's more from dumb fuck.
The IDF makes every effort to mitigate harm to civilians while ensuring the safety of our troops.
You're lying.
Any incident that raises concern in this regard is addressed by the relevant mechanisms in the IDF.
You're lying.
We are operating in an extremely complex reality. Hamas terrorists deliberately use civilian infrastructure, including hospitals, as shields.
You're lying.
They have
Well, some of that could be true, but not all of it. You mean like every hospital, every single one, every single house? That's what these guys are saying. They're telling the world that every house, every hospital, every university, every preschool, every school possible, all of it. The tents, every tent, all of it. Hamas is hiding in somewhere. I kid you not. Thus, they're all like everything can be targeted. Like holy fuck. But let's be real. What Israel's doing is what they want to do, and along with the U.S., in other nations, the idea is to just get the job done. Meaning, break every rule, every law, fuck all of it, just fucking go for it, and try to end it as fast as possible. And then, yeah, okay, some of us will go to jail or will be scarred from public. We can't show our faces in public anymore, type of shit, right? But eventually, they'll forget about us, and they'll just be like, all right, this whole place is called Israel now. And you'll see different industries pop up, and like there is like with a lot of these companies out there, private companies, there's like no daylight in between them and governments around the world. IBM's a part of what the IDF's doing. Now, right? This guy that's saying that Hamas is hiding underneath every bed, in every house, in every hospital, in every school. I believe like people like Microsoft or Palantir or IBM and shit like that, they use like identification things. They use facial recognition, which means like, damn, maybe you guys should like, Israel, maybe your excuse should be like, the tech is fucking up. They keep identifying every single human in the entire fucking area as Hamas, including the children. At the rate you're killing them, they might as well be Hamas. Just call them Hamas too. You know what these guys would say? Well, they're 15. If they're 14 or 15 years old, you're calling them kids, but those are young men. They could be Hamas. I kid you not, they say shit like that. I mean, it's full-blown devil worshipping time out here, bro. Make the world a worse place on purpose. Make the world a worse place on purpose. And fuckboy who hates himself, this guy, he hates his fucking life. You could tell this guy hates himself, hates his life, hates his job, hates all of it. This just depressed fool. This fucking depressed slice of soggy white bread, bro. Fucking hell. Like, bro, just quit your job and go, like, enjoy, like, sports or something. Go golfing or something like that. Like, just go away. Like, go do something else. You obviously don't belong here when it comes to taking care of human life. You don't belong in that category, bro. Anyways, here we go.
Then operated from the Nasser hospital itself. Hamas began this war, created in...
Now, but wait, you didn't... So Hamas is there, as you said, all right? You bombed it. So you wait for the medical people to show up, and then you bomb it again? Where's the Hamas part in that? I don't get it. Was your first strike Hamas, and your second strike is like, well, they might heal Hamas, so let's shoot them too. I'd be like, holy fuck, I wonder what's inside here, bro. What's going on in there and up here in the fucking psyche? I wonder what's going on. There's probably rotten food everywhere. Rotten. Here we go.
possible fighting conditions and is preventing its end by still holding 50 of our hostages. Having said that,
I'm sorry, dude. Everyone else on planet Earth knows you could have got your. Sorry. Everywhere on planet Earth, including a lot, like most people in Israel, know you could have got the hostages back already. They know that. Hamas is still like, any ceasefire you throw up, we're going to sign it. Just throw it up there. We'll sign it. Once again, what did I say? When they talk to people outside of Israel, they say it's about the hostages. Inside of Israel, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about their own people. They could die too. And they have been. But here we go.
As a professional military committed to international law, we are
That's a lie.
obligated to investigate our operations thoroughly and professionally.
You're lying. You're lying. I did the story on the 15 medics that got triple tapped in a way. One crew shows up. By the way, some of these guys are UN. Some of these guys are like, they're called Red Crescent, but that's essentially the Red Cross because they're most like a Muslim nation, right? I think that was a triple tap. I think one set of people showed up, got shot at. Another set of people showed up, got shot at. And then another set of people showed up and got shot at. And each time, would they say, like, well, we thought they were Hamas. And their own government didn't do any investigating until New York Times found a fucking secret little phone footage of clearly marked vans of medical workers, clear sirens blazing, headlights on, easily identifiable, and they just shoot them anyways. Now, either everyone in their army is a bunch of fucking pussies, like they're just jittered by anything. They hear a creak in the floorboard, they start firing everywhere. Or line them up, knock them down. Maybe that's the fucking case. Don't worry. Those same soldiers that committed all that shit, they're still out there. They fired the commander. I mean, in the world that these governments tell me the way it works, the commander would be arrested, not fired, and probably relocated to another job somewhere else. But no, there is no rule of law over there. Just this guy's allowed to walk. Here's your severance package for killing 15 fucking people. And let's be honest, he probably killed a lot more than that. But that's the one where you got blatantly caught doing a war crime. And we blatantly caught their government trying to cover it up. Yeah, thorough investigation. They lied up and down that story. Fucking, hey, if you're taking out enemy combatants like Hamas, right? What do you do? Do you just bury them in shallow graves on the side of the road, and then take their Hamas fans and bury that too? You guys, you tell me. But anyways, let's go back to this liar and his lying.
The Chief of the General Staff has instructed that an inquiry be conducted immediately to understand the circumstances of what happened and how it happened. Reporting from an active war zone carries immense risk, especially in a war with a terrorist organization such as Hamas, who cynically hides behind the civilian population.
Oh, okay. But I mean, once again, you're smashing records for killing journalists in warfare. You're smashing records. And when you deem anywhere called Gaza as a war zone, that means like everyone's open to be killed. And you just say, well, that's just war. It's dangerous out there. But if there's Western journalists that are begging, not just Western, also Israeli journalists, they're like, yo, let us in. We'll investigate it. Let us in. Well, yeah. I've been in war zones. I'll take the risk. Send me in there. For some reason, they're just not allowed in. Like, what am I supposed to think of that, professional liar? What do I do with it when you're killing all the journalists in there, and you're not allowing any other outside journalists in? What should I think about that? Dummy, bro. I'm waiting for the world to be done with devil worshippers, but apparently these motherfuckers do whatever the fuck they want. Whatever they want. Here we go.
As always, we will present our findings as transparently as possible. We regret any harm to uninvolved individuals and are committed to continue fighting Hamas while taking all the necessary precautions.
Yeah, sure, bud.
Earlier today,
See, that makes no sense. Once again, it makes no sense, right? You bomb where you said Hamas was. You wait for civilians to show up to go, like, look for dead bodies and look for injured people. Then you shoot that one down. If I had to guess, it's like you're targeting doctors and nurses and journalists. What happens in crime scenes? The ambulance shows up. You have medical workers. You have journalists there. Those guys show up. So you wait for them to show up, then you fire another one after that? Yeah. In every little area that these guys taught, you could die in Gaza. If it's a medical, if it's a food aid spot where they know no one has fucking weapons, you get to clear them before they get through, right? They have no weapons, and people are still getting shot somehow. How the fuck does that happen? Let's continue on with the devil worshiper that runs the country I live in. Oh, yeah. So, President of the United States, and apparently his entire team, all of them, had no idea that event happened. Like, it's... he had no clue, apparently. Hey, part of me doesn't believe that. I think it's more so like, well, I don't fucking care. Listen, we're gonna get shit done. You wait for the next video after this, where he says what his fans might view as like, oh wow, he's gonna bring peace. I'm thinking the exact opposite. But here we go with this one. This doofus, dumb fuck, devil worshipping fuckface, and his team of dumb fuck, fuckface, devil worshipping fuckfaces. Here it is.
If we could get your reaction, sir. The Israelis bombed a hospital in Gaza that killed 20 people, including 5 journalists.
When did this happen?
This happened overnight.
When?
Today.
I didn't know that.
Any reaction to this?
I mean, considering what the circumstances of everything, you should have like, I mean, you had some dumb fuck billionaire running around doing this Doge thing where he's going through all your fucking papers and recommending these AI fucking tech shit to file all the paperwork and serial number everything. He brought some random outside guy in to do it. Why don't you hire an outside guy to go look into that giant genocide thing happening over there? Why not bring someone in to like that can specialize in looking specifically at that? To where you don't have to scramble through documents and papers. The guy can just be like, yo, this is what's happening over there. We, like, Mr. President, we have to document these because if it's a crime scene, we want these events logged and we want descriptions of all of it. Dates and times, all of it. But instead, what happened? When? Okay. I'll take your word for it, fine. Okay. And then, okay, so now he hears the news. You take your guess on how he's going to react. Here we go.
This happened overnight. Today.
I didn't know that.
I didn't
Any reaction to this? Are you
Well,
going
I'm
to
not
talk
happy
to Prime
about it.
Minister?
I don't want to see it. At the same time, we have to end that whole nightmare. I'm the one that got the hostages out. I got them out. All of them. Steve
Oh, you did?
Witkoff has been amazing. He's done a great job. But I'm the one that got them all out through my people and through me.
Oh, you did?
And now we're left with probably a little bit less than 20 because I think 1 or 2 are gone.
If we could get your
So you got them out? And there's less than 20 there, though. But they're all out. But there's some there. But you got them all out, though. Either way, Donald Trump has the idea that, don't worry, it'll all be over soon. And I'll leave this up to your own imagination, what he means by this. Here we go.
Farmers in the world, so we have a lot of food, but we're sending a lot of it over to Gaza.
He does this weird thing where he does like these like borderline like kind of bragging things for like things that just don't even exist. Now, that could be part of the distraction, which means I don't even get caught up in that shit. Like, I see what you're doing, bro. Like, not like what he's doing with this, with the rhetoric. I mean, like the actual policy playing out. I can see that shit. And it's like, yeah, I know whose fucking horns you lick at nighttime. Let's just be honest. Hint, hint, and smells like sulfur. Here we go.
Farmers in the world, so we have a lot of food, but we're sending a lot of it over to Gaza, and we're feeding a lot of people. But with all of that being said, it's a lot of people to feed. And I think that we will have, I think within the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to have pretty good conclusive a conclusive ending. It's a hard thing to say because they've been fighting for thousands of years. If you want to know, that's been a hotbed forever. But I think we're doing a very good job. But it does have to end. But people can't forget October 7th either. Farmers in the world.
Like what? Like why? Like okay. I mean, he said 2 to 3 weeks. You'll have a conclusive end. Now it could be baiting or bullshitting, right? Or pump faking to set up some other thing from happening, or set up some other thing happening. But if I take his word for that, and I look at some of the actions that are going around the country, in America, I'm saying, where you have the military expanding into cities, like military, to use against Americans. Then what did he do today? He wrote something to stop. It's illegal to burn the American flag. What if something like truly, like, I mean, it's already truly devastating. What if something that's extra devastating happens over in Gaza in the next 2 to 3 weeks? Like, where it's just like all out, just fucking life ended, like just more in mass. It's in mass right now, but even more than like the kind of average, like 100 people per day dying. What if something bigger happens? I'm just saying. And Americans see that and get pissed off because more and more Americans are paying attention to this topic. It's been around forever. They should have been paying attention to it. But, you know, whatever. Welcome. Now, all these Americans caring about this topic, what if something crazy massive happens over there? And people don't like it. Well, don't worry. You already have the military there. I mean, what would be something that people do? Maybe they burn a flag. Interesting, huh? I mean, I can't say I know that. That's not even really a guess of mine of what's going to happen. I'm just saying I would keep my eyes open. Once again, yes, they're human, right? These people, they're all human, right? But I'm telling you, you think they do harm in the world? They wreck themselves even more. They bury and try to murder their own conscience. That's my guess. And with people like that, don't be surprised if mass destruction is on the table, because it is. It is with these people, because they're working really hard not to use their conscience. Really, really hard. Thus, devil worshiper, right? They pick the empty space instead of the full house. All right. I mean, I'm just saying that's a theory I'm throwing out there. Just end the video with. And obviously the double tap on a hospital, just blatantly killing. Let's be honest. Let's be real and let's be honest. Most likely there was no Hamas anywhere near the fucking area. Let's just be honest. They kind of post right in. Well, we saw this guy shaking hands with the cousin of the cousin of a cousin of a Hamas guy. So that guy's probably Hamas too. So we're allowed to just bomb the entire neighborhood now. But yeah, it's pretty blatant what happened there. Most likely just patients, doctors, journalists, nurses, and stuff like that. And family members visiting their, injured people. Their injured family. And of course, that's who gets a double strike. Blatant. Okay, there's your video. Please subscribe if you feel like. Comment, agree, disagree. Tell me what you think in the comment section about any of this stuff, about the theory I just said right there. Do you have your own theories? Please throw it out there. Don't forget to check out all the links in the description box, including that Discord one if you want to join that, or charities if you want to donate to those. And with all that said, give this video a thumbs down.
Say you wanna get in.